Bonjour and welcome back to my channel, Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing the January tarot reading for the people born under the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card. So I hope you are all doing well and that you had a wonderful time over the holidays with your loved ones. I'm going to be using the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot, and I've reviewed this deck on my channel, so there'll be a link in the description box below if you want to check out the artwork and maybe get them for yourselves. So let's see what we have for you. If you want to connect with the energies of my deck, now is the time, so if you want to take a couple of deep breaths. And let's begin. So what do my querents born under the Magician, the Wheel and the Sun cards need to hear for their highest good for January, please? So I'm going to do a 9-card spread. So in the past position, you have the 6 of Pentacles. In the present position, you have the 6 of Cups, so 2 sixes already. In the near future, we have the Nymph of Pentacles. This is the page in this deck. For the air, you have the Wayfarer, which is a major arcana. It's the Lovers in this deck. In the Earth sector, you have the 7 of Wands. In the Fire sector, you have Reclamation 15, that is the Devil energy. In the Water, we have 10 of Swords. And what's helping you, we have the 3 of Swords. And not helping you or hindering you or in your way, the 8 of Swords. So I hope you can see it roughly. I know it's difficult because it's kind of tall. I hope you can see all of that. Bottom of the deck, energy underlying, we have the 8 of Wands. So let's talk about this first. 8 is the number of advancement, Wands energy being fire energy, passion, desire. It's a very fast energy, so the 8 of Wands is talking about movement, fast movement, progress, but something that you may not be aware of because it's at the bottom of the deck, it's underlying, so you may not be aware that things are actually moving very quickly, and it may well manifest through exchanges such as emails, texts and phone calls, or people coming your way or you going towards them, but things are moving. So if you're feeling that things are stagnant, this is just an illusion because right now we have movement happening. So in the present situation we have the 6 of Cups, and in the past we have the 6 of Pentacles. So let's talk about this because these are 2 sixes. Now 6 represents harmony. After having overcome some kind of a change or a challenge, depending on how things went. Now, the 6 of Cups talks about reminiscing sometimes, you know, looking back on the past and remembering it for just the good moments. You know, like when we talk about looking at things through rose-tinted glasses. Is that kind of energy. Otherwise, the 6 of Cups represents a moment of harmony. And in the past, you have the 6 of Pentacles. Now, this is earth energy to do with the physical realm, so to do with your home life or your work life or anything to do with your finances. And the 6 of Pentacles talks about the perfect equilibrium, you know, between giving and receiving. It's a very pleasant card, really. It's also talking about the perfect equilibrium between, or balance, between movement and periods of rest. And so I see you looking back on this and maybe missing this because it's not there anymore. Obviously, you know why you're here. You all have different life circumstances. But I see you looking back on this period of harmony in your life and missing it. So maybe something's happened and that has destabilized you. Like, you know, they're saying a spanner got thrown in the works, and you're now longing for this period where things were really, really balanced. Because in the air sector, this is the swords energy, the air element. So we're talking about your thoughts, truths and communication. You have the Lovers, which indicates a major decision, being at a crossroad and having to make the decision. Now this is a major arcana, so we're talking about a significant decision, something that will have longer term effect on your life, and it's very much on your mind. And I've just noticed, I don't know how I missed that, this is another number 6. So if you look at your spread right here, you've got 3 6s, that number of harmony. So this is telling me that this decision is going to be at the center of how you get to harmony. Now, you are ruled by number 1 and 10. Okay, now 1 is potential rebirth, opportunities, and 10 is completion and culmination. So it is an energy of growth, generally speaking. So this is very interesting, that very much on your mind you are aware that in order to grow, or in order to get what you want, or bring it back if you've lost it, you're going to have to make a significant decision, and it's very much on your mind. In this sector, this is the earth sector, so this is the physical realm, practicalities. You have the 7 of Wands. Now the 7 of Wands talks about standing your ground. This is a card that talks about persisting, not giving up, defending what needs to be defended, whether we're talking about a stance that you've taken or a decision that you've made. I find it very interesting that it is right under the Lovers card, which is the decision-making card. So this is saying that you need to stand your ground. This is the card that says do not give up. At no cost should you give up, okay? This is a very fiery card because it's one's energy. And this is saying that 7 being the number of evaluation, analysis, this is saying that this is worth it. This is worth defending. Whether it's a relationship, a job, a decision you made, a belief, whatever the case may be. Over here is the fire department, so your motivation, your passion, your desire, and we have the devil. This is another major arcana. You don't have many of those, you only have 2, which means that we're dealing with day-to-day events and situations mainly. The devil card, and there are layers to the cards, okay, but this is a card that talks about temptation in all shapes and forms, and this can be an inner devil and this can be an outer devil. So if it's an outer devil, this may be somebody who you are very attracted to but is not good for you, somebody who could end up being toxic, so obviously be aware of that. If this is an inner devil, it could be that little voice in your head that's always talking you down, saying, you can't do this, or do you really think you've got the capabilities of doing such a thing? That self-doubt, that, the voice that says things that you'd never dream of saying to your best friend, for instance. So this could be that. Any kind of temptation, what your inner devil is, for some of us it's, overspending, shopping therapy when we're not feeling so good. For others it's substance abuses. For others it's really lacking self-confidence to the point that we demolish ourselves, inside by not being kind to ourselves. So this is a card that says be careful, there is a temptation here, and it is in the desire and area of the spread. If it's an outside devil, it really is somebody who you may feel an attraction to and they're not good for you. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic attraction. This could be somebody who's coming with an offer, let's say, to do with this decision you have to make, and what they're offering looks too good to be true, and generally speaking, if something looks too good to be true, it tends to be. Now, if it is romantic, you have to make a choice, and it could be someone from the past, someone you have history with, and you are very tempted to go back with this person. If this is the case, you had a very passionate relationship with them. This is a passionate card, okay? Understand what I'm talking about, steamy. I'm not going to go any further than that. You get my meaning, okay? So this is what's in your spirit, passion, desire. Over here is the water sector, which is your feelings, your emotions, and we have the 10 of Swords. 10 is completion, particularly if you are under the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun, which diminished to number 10, Wheel of Fortune being number 10. This is the completion. Swords is the mental realm. The 10 of Swords talks about needing to release something. It's being in total acceptance of a situation, a fact, and accepting it and releasing it is what brings you liberation, freedom. It's, to me, it's the ultimate relief card. It's having gone through all of the swords cards, you know, having learned the lesson, having understand the painful lessons that this situation taught you, and letting them go. Instead of holding on to the pain, it's just completely accepting it and letting them go, and that's what will free you. So there is a need, it's very clear in this message, to let go of something, and it's placed right under the devil. So let go of whatever this temptation is, because you may be remembering this situation or this relationship better than what it actually was, is what I'm getting from this reading very clearly. And it's time for you to move on. You have this Eight of Wands working under, you know, things speeding up, things moving on. And in what's not helping you, you've got the Eight of Swords, or what's hindering you. And the Eight of Swords is the card of the prison of the mind. But the key element of this card is the fact that this is a self-erected prison. Sorry, excuse my English, I've been speaking French with my family. So the Eight of Swords really talks about being up in your head, not seeing a way out, and you know, it's not an easy energy, because, you know, it's like you're going around in circle. You're thinking about, you know, how do I get out of this? But you don't see it, and there is an obvious way of getting out of it. As you can see, it's right in front of her. She can't see it because she's put the blindfold, but there is an obvious way out. So the cards are saying you kind of in your own way, you need to open up your mind. Now, this is easier said than done. Please do not think I'm judging. I know a lot about heavy mind energy. I'm very much up in my head, so I understand this problem. But you need to let go of something, and when you let go of something, which apparently is very dear to your heart, when you accept what is, your blindfold will go away. You need to accept something. That's what the blindfold is. And what's helping you is the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords is a mental breakthrough. 3 is the number of growth, evolution. It's movement, and we're still in the swords energy. So we're talking about a mental breakthrough. Now, I often say, you know, sometimes it's painful because the swords can cut, but this is thinking out of the box. This is being freed of indecision, because it comes after the Two of Swords, which is generally depicted with this woman blindfolded again, same imagery as the Eight of Swords, but with the swords crossed in front of her, and, you know, blocking energy, basically. The Three of Swords frees you from this. It's all coming from this Ten of Swords. You have something you need to release in order for the blindfold to fold, and for you to have this mental breakthrough and understand that, you know, this is a devil energy, this is not good for you. Because in the near future, you have the Page of Pentacles. This is a very nice card to have for the future for you, and it's linked to that Eight of Wands. When I said to you, things are moving on, there's fast movement that you may not be aware of. This is news coming your way. You know, pages represents messages. They also represent new direction. And because this is the Page of Pentacles, this is to do with the physical realm. So it's a very tangible new direction, like a mini new beginning, a door that opens, and it could be, you know, like developing your skills, training in order to do a different job, for instance. It could be also a business offer, but it doesn't have to be. It's just a door that's brought to you, that's opened. Now, it could represent an actual person, no genders attached, and this would be somebody who is studious, someone who likes to learn, someone who likes to research things, but developing their skills, not like the Page of Swords, who's just someone who researches facts. The Page of Pentacles is somebody who will work on their skills and understands the value of hard work and working diligently. So it may well be that someone like that is coming your way, and you're going to have to make the decision, you know, do you go back to what you know, or to what this devil is, or do you start something new with this Page of Pentacles, whether this Page of Pentacles is a job offer, you know, something to do with your career, or someone actually coming into your life. I am getting the message very strongly from the cards that the way you embrace this new direction, or you walk through that doorway, is by releasing something, that you need to let go of something. It's all over the reading. So I hope you've enjoyed the journey through the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm so humbled you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a wonderful month and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.